and even more. Isaiah just saw that, but God saw even more.
Yes.
Do we yearn like David for the searching of God's eye to make us better Christians in 2016? Search me, O God. That's what David said. Search me, O God, and know my heart. And then the next clause that he mentions is, search me, O God, and know my thoughts.
Yes, sir.
That is a longing for divine testing of one's thoughts. The testing in verse 22 deals with divine knowledge of our thoughts. The first one dealt with divine knowledge of the heart, said one commentator. Search is the divine scrutiny of the inner man by the eye. Test is trial, as metals are tried and proved by the fiery furnace. So David is concerned about his thoughts. So he asked God to test them to make sure that his thoughts are pure. We ought to make sure our thoughts are pure. Am I right about it? David is saying in so many words, do anything with me. Put me in the fiery furnace 7-fold times if you want to, Lord. And melt this old heart of stone and heart of sin away. The Christian goal is to be like Christ.
Yes.
Paul said, let this mind be in you that was in Christ. He said, search me. Let me tell you something, church. Try me is a prayer that should not be taken lightly or unadvisedly. It's like marriage. Marriage shouldn't be taken lightly or unadvisedly. And when we ask God to try us, we ought to be serious about asking the Lord to test us. Because we want to become better and bolder, and we want to get closer to Him. We want to get as much to perfection as we possibly can. So we should not take this prayer lightly. But we who ask God to try us are wise in petitioning for this desire. David's request that God would scrutinize him with his divine knowledge, and he longs for divine testing of his thoughts. And church, as we have come to approximately the halfway of this new year, it is a good time, an excellent time for us to ask the Lord. I said us, to ask the Lord to test our thoughts. You know, our thoughts can get us in trouble. Thoughts can get you in trouble. Because you can be wrong with your thoughts. We need God to correct our thoughts. David said, test my thoughts. And you know what? When you pray this prayer sincerely, God will clean those thoughts and replace those thoughts with pure thoughts. So in these first two clauses, David is asking for spiritual growth in his thoughts and in his behavior.
Yes, sir.
You see, if you don't get it right in your thoughts, how can you expect your behavior to be what it's supposed to be? Because the way you think will be the way we act. Jesus had something to say about that. Whatever a man has in his heart, whatever the treasure is, that will be coming out of your heart. And then the next clause, the third clause, that we have, that David mentions as a step for our spiritual growth, he says, is see. Now this is a continuation of the prayer. He says, see if there be any, Lord have mercy, wicked way in me. Lord have mercy. Now David knew that there was some wicked ways in him. When he said if, he wasn't, he didn't mean to imply that there were not any such ways in him. But it is the consciousness that there are such. When he said if, he was really turning it around and said, Lord, I do realize that there is wickedness in me. I am conscious of that. And he wanted us to understand that we must clearly understand this fact of wickedness in us, of evilness in us, of corruptness in us, of us transgressing and missing the mark when it comes into our relationship to God. I was reading an article about someone who was driving, and they stopped behind the vehicle, and the person that was driving was reading some papers and stuff. And so when the light turned green, the person didn't move. And the light turned red, and the person still didn't move. And so the person behind him just kept on screaming and yelling and hitting the window and everything. And finally the cop came, and the cop hit this particular person with his gun and asked her to get out the car and sit in his back seat. And she did, and she knew that the policeman could not take her to jail for screaming in her own car. And so he knew that he couldn't do that either. So what he did was he realized that he could not take her to jail for that. And so he happened to look in her car, and he saw up there a cross. And he happened to see a fish. And this lady was supposed to have been a Christian. And he said to himself, based on that, I have evidence to take you to jail. God is displeased with our wickedness. And these are times of wickedness. These are times which try men's souls. All we have to do is look at the condition of our world today, politically, economically, spiritually, and we see the wickedness that is prevalent in our society today. And we need to pray the prayer over and over and over. See if there be any wicked way in me. Am I the cause for it? I said once before in a sermon, we not only have some trumps out in the world, we got some trumps in our churches. And we got some trumpets too. We got a lot of them in the church that cause a lot of trouble and say a lot of things that they shouldn't say. Now, folks don't like it when I say that, but I don't care. It's the truth. And the truth will set you free. And the church ought to be a place where people come and they are welcomed as we were. with hospitality. That shouldn't be like it was in our Sunday school lesson today, backbiters and haters.
All right.
All right.
That kind of wickedness should not be prevalent. The Bible tells us that people that do such things like that will not enter the kingdom of heaven. And yet, sometimes we think that we're on our way to heaven and we're not in the right relationship with our fellow man. Oh, listen to, Brother David saying, see if there be any wicked way in me. Lord, have mercy. See if there be any wicked way in me. That is a personal request. That's personal self-examination and evaluation. If we're going to get better, if we are going to grow spiritually, it's got to start with personal evaluation and examination and personal scrutiny. We got to look at ourselves. From the preacher to from the pulpit to the pew. David declares, see if there be any wicked way in me. Well, I don't want to be corrupt, David said. I don't want to be evil. I don't want to be a backbiter anymore. I moved out from what I used to be. And I'm a godly man. I don't want to walk in the counsel of the ungodly. I'm a new creature in Christ. Like Paul, he would say, if any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. And all things are passed away. Paul would say, I used to be a persecutor of the church, but no longer am I a wicked and corrupt person anymore because I met Jesus Christ. And when you really need it, you will walk right, you'll talk right, you'll act right, your attitude will be different. Oh yes, you treat your neighbor right. You treat your leaders right. Oh yes. And when you do this, you will not allow evil to control you. The psalmist said in 119th Psalm, verse 133, he said, the psalmist, the same David, said, order my steps. Order my steps. So that iniquity will not have dominion over me. And if we really pray that prayer, God will order our steps. But the devil is trying to have control over our lives, over our world, over our communities, and even he's in our churches.
Yes, he is.
We've got to pray that Satan will not prevail. And how is this going to happen if we don't come to prayer meeting? If we don't come to Bible study? If we aren't real, if we don't really learn, if we don't really grow spiritually, as this topic suggests, how is it going to happen? How is your attitude going to change? You don't read your Bible.
Lord.
You know how you don't spend time in daily devotion to God. How is it going to happen? I just love that. I got to get away from it though. But I hear David saying, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in Don Washington. Everybody else needs to put their name there. You can't grow spiritually, and you won't get better until you can put your name there and say, personally, Lord, work on me. Fix me. And in Psalm 57, David also declared, my heart is fixed, O God. My heart is fixed. Because from Psalm 51, God had answered his prayer where he had given him a clean heart, and renew the right spirit within him. Well, the last clause, and we need to get back to Wichita Falls. But the last clause is lead me in the way everlasting.